Oh my god. Oh my god, yo. What? Yo, Nets Nation. Nets Nation. Nets Nation. Shame, shame on Philadelphia. What a demoralizing win. What a demoralizing win. What a the Sixers. Are you kidding me? Is that your best? Is that the best they can do? Is that the best they can do? You're up by 20 you're up by 20 points going the Philadelphia 76ers are up by 20 points in the third going to the fourth quarter. They throw their bench in, we throw our bench in. They get down by 3 and they have to the Sixers have to throw in Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. They throw in their starters. They threw in their starters. What a demoralizing win. They should be ashamed of this win. The Sixers fans, all the Sixers fans should be ashamed of this win. Ashamed. Up by 20 and our bench comes back to almost beat you. Shame. I wish I had the shame meme. Shame on the Sixers. I can't believe it. I feel like we won. I don't even feel like this is a loss today, Nets Nation. I don't even feel like we should be celebrating. This is a celebration. This is a celebration. Alize Johnson in the fourth. Alize in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my God. We should be celebrating. This is a celebration. This is not a loss. This is a celebration tonight. This is a celebration tonight. Oh my God. Demoralizing win. How can the Sixers be up 22 points going into the fourth and throw their starters back in against our bench? Our bench almost beat the Sixers. Honestly, if you looked at Joel Embiid's face in the fourth quarter, he looked rattled. I think the refs bailed him out with like a few calls. He looked rattled. Him and Ben Simmons looked rattled. He's worried about KD talking smack. And we're down by 3, almost about to beat them. He looked rattled. Oh my God. This is a celebration. Yo. Oh my God, Nets Nation, man. Let me shout out. I'm gonna tell my quick thoughts on the game. Let me shout out everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out Aaron Brahane, yo, my guy MJ Zaire, Andy 290605 was good. Liam was good. GGG Gang was good. Crazy Little Big Things was good. Nets Nation, whoa, Nets Nation's in here. Yeah, facts are not getting us in the playoffs. Marcos was good. MJM, Khalil, Flame Bullet 21 was good. CWE was good. Half Cast Man, yo. Just Nisha, yo, was good. The refs run it, yeah. It's not even about the refs tonight. It was just that we literally almost beat the Sixers with our bench. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I couldn't believe my eyes. In the fourth quarter, TLC, Claxton, Bruce Brown, Alize. Oh my God. Okay, let me shout out everybody. Oh, my fault, y'all. Icy was good. Van White was good. Black Saint, yo. KJ was good. Logic, Manny, Will was good. Celebration, yeah. Sargon was good. Uncle Drew was good. Uncle Drew. Aaron Christie was good. Was good. Yo yo yo. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Elijah Hall was good. Grace, what's up? What's up? Yo yo yo. Shout out to all the Mandem International, Nets Nation International, Nets Nation Worldwide. Shout out everybody in Nets Nation Worldwide. Yeah, like I said again. So my take of the game, right? First off, big shout out to DeAndre Jordan tonight. DeAndre Jordan was great tonight. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. He was great. He was great. He was great tonight. He might have gotten. Did he get his starting job back? Did DJ get his starting job back? That's another thing we have to get into tonight. 6 of 7, 12. My fault. 14 rebounds, 12 points. Joe Harris was very disappointing tonight. Kyrie, of course. Kyrie was unthinkable tonight. Amazing, incredible, sensational. I have no words. Like Kyrie was everything tonight. And then, even though we lost this game, I'm just gonna look at the weaknesses right now. So again, Embiid did his thing on us, right? Embiid had whatever 40, 12, whatever. But like I said, DeAndre kind of contained them low key in that first half. He contained them in that first half. And if you really think about it, we're undermanned, right? If we're fully healthy, we could throw Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge at DJ we can throw DJ, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Blake Griffin all at Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? We can throw them. We have so many bodies we can throw at Embiid. Because this game, he just had to deal with DJ, but when we're fully healthy, we can throw in a lot of body. Like, think about it, yo. We can throw LaMarcus at him also, and he has to come out and guard LaMarcus at the 3. You know what I'm saying? All Joel Embiid had to do was just score and score today, but because DJ doesn't really score. But when we throw somebody who can score, a center that can score in, we can bring him out. You know what I'm saying? And again, the Nets turnovers, too many turnovers. How many? 10 turnovers? No, 16 turnovers. Too many turnovers. We gotta clean that up. We shot 4 for 21. That's bad. Very, very bad. 4 for 21 from 3. That's terrible. That's terrible. Again, Kyrie was literally the only one from 3. Oh, Landry and Kyrie were only guys making threes. And like I said, if you were expecting to win this game, you know what I'm saying? The realistic expectation, like, you shouldn't have expected to win this game. Like, it was a fully healthy Philadelphia 76ers team against our bench and Kyrie. You shouldn't have expected to win this game, like I said. And a lot of people are talking about Steve Nash not putting Kyrie in when the bench was killing the starters. You can't. I'm not mad at that. I'm one of the people that said I didn't want Kyrie to play in this game at all because I was afraid something might happen. So I was one of those guys. I was one of those guys that said I don't think Kyrie should play in this game at all. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that he didn't get in that last minute or so, it's okay. It's okay. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Steve Nash rewarded the bench because the bench was killing. The bench was killing. So it's like, you throw Kyrie out, you shut Kyrie down for at least a good 6-7 minutes. I don't think you're gonna throw him back in the heat of things. Like that could like get him hurt or something. Like, nah, just let him rock. You know what I'm saying? Because the bench was killing. Let the bench do what they was doing. You know. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah. Uncle Drew said 50, 40, 90 club. Yeah. 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 We did have a chance. We had a chance. I know y'all wanted Kyrie back in, but like, you guys got to understand the Nets are not worried about the number 1 seed right now. They're more worried about health. Okay. So you guys wanted Kyrie back in the game, but what if Kyrie got in? He's been cold, shut down. He hasn't played in 7 minutes. What if he got in and pulled something? You know what I'm saying? Then you guys would have been like, Nash, you're done. Like, y'all would have been calling for Nash's name. So I'm okay with Kyrie resting that whole fourth quarter. Again, it's just, like I said, it's a celebration tonight. Alize Johnson, again. Alize Johnson, Nicholas Claxton, Bruce Brown, TLC, and Shamet almost beat the starting 5 of the Sixers. Like, you guys got to think about that. Like, the Sixers, this is a demoralizing win. They should be ashamed of this win. Ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Ashamed. Almost losing to our bench. That's what I'm saying. They have nothing on us. They're bums. They're bums. The Sixers are bums. In the playoffs, it's a wrap. I seen all I had to see. And they get rattled too easy. I seen all I had to see tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I seen what all I had to see tonight. They get rattled too easy, and like I said, if you can't if you can't blow us out by 20 with just our bench, I can't even think of what what they'll do in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I can't even comprehend. Let me call the Discord though. I can't even comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Pascal. He says Shamet can't play point guard. Yeah, man. I told y'all he couldn't play point guard. I told y'all. I think I saw Jeff Green and Jeff Green and Bruce Brown. Everybody was bringing up the ball tonight. Alize was a point guard. It's like everybody was a point guard except for Shamet. Kyrie, everybody was playing. Jeff Green brought it up. Everybody was playing point guard. But like I said, Shamet's a natural 2 guard. You know what I'm saying? He's a natural 2 guard. Hold on, y'all. Let me call the Discord. Sixers fans said Ben will lock down Kyrie. Hell no. I'm not gonna lie. The Sixers are a good defensive team. They are though. I'm not gonna lie. They're a good defensive team. But if the fact that they almost lost to our bench is trash, they're trash. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. Hold on, boys. I'm about to call the Discord, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. It's Nets Nation in here. Brooklyn in here. What's good, everybody? Shout out everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Yeah, we fought. Like I said, this is a celebration tonight. I don't even feel like this was a loss to me. This was a celebration win to me. I don't even feel like it was a loss tonight. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yo.
It took them taking out Kyrie to make the.
No, they were
Yo.
just cold. No, they was just cold. Kyrie had to perform better. Kyrie performed better than Harden. That's a fact.
Yo, son. Yo. The celebration. The celebration tonight. It's a celebration tonight. Like I feel great.
Celebration Alize freaking Johnson. Alize Johnson. We love him.
I feel like
we love him.
I can't even believe what I was in that fourth quarter. I'm like, what? Yo, like I said,
hey, without our best guy,
unbelievable.
Guy, you know, once we, like you said, we were down 18 when he left, and then our bench just goes nuts.
Unbelievable. So yeah, I'll start with you, Saint. Tell me how you feel about the game tonight. You know, and just tell me how you. We talked a lot. I know you and me talked about Landry's point guard, and we told y'all last stream like Landry is a natural shooting guard. He's not a point guard because you see Coach Nash. Literally, Jeff Green, Bruce, everybody brought up the ball tonight. It was literally everybody brought up the ball tonight. Landry, I think I saw Landry bring up the ball like one time. But what's your thoughts on that, son?
I'm impressed. I mean, it looked like he did dribbling some skills. Like after the last game, when they told him he was going to be the point, because he actually had some decent handles. And I don't know if that's maybe he's always had him. We just never saw him because he was brought in to be a 3-point, spot up 3-point shooter. But I was impressed, man, because he was like hitting shots like off the dribble. He was having a little Kobe fadeaway. Like he was handling the ball really good. He didn't I didn't look at his turnovers, but it didn't look like to me that he wasn't giving the ball up. It's not like you were asking TLC to bring the ball up or anything. Like what's something crazy like that. So I was impressed. It made me feel a little bit better that we are lacking a point guard. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, at least if he's in there, we have somebody that can. He had 2 turnovers, but that's nothing. I mean, that's kind of normal. But he only had 1 personal foul. Mm-hmm.
And then
I was happy with this game.
Yeah, and it's like like I said this before. Joel Embiid and Ben, they didn't want to go back in the game in the fourth because they thought it was over. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was over, but you see how like Doc Rivers reached hard. Like he threw them back in. He threw the starters in with 4 minutes. I think it was a 4-minute mark. I think the Nets cut it down to 10. Was it 8 or 10? Something like, no, I think it was 8 points. And he threw the starters in, and I'm like, I just looked in Joel and Ben's eyes, and they just looked rattled. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I'm like, why do they look rattled right now?
Yeah, they looked embarrassed.
Yeah, they look rattled against Alize and Nicholas Claxton. So I'm like looking at the Sixers. I'm like, is this y'all really dead ass? Like,
imagine almost losing the Alize Johnson.
Yeah. But if you noticed that every time they brought their bench in, we climbed closer, and we had Kyrie a little bit that. But then when it got to the second half, and it got if it got to that fourth, and the role players were in, our dudes just caught fire. Like they were just hustling. Like everybody, like. I will say the Brown, Claxton, Alize combo was working defensively. They were shutting people up, and thank God that the role players were in at that point. And I think that just is what gave us, and we had that momentum. So even when they came in, they were still like on fire, and it was just it was an embarrassment. I didn't look like, to me they looked like they were embarrassed that they had to come back in. Like, that's the way I kind of took it was.
And then let me know about Rage and Julian. Y'all can jump in. Like, what do y'all think about Steve Nash not playing Kyrie in that last what was it?
I mean,
2 minutes.
That's cool to me. That's cool to me. I mean, like you said, he was like already, his muscles probably already relaxed because he sat down for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, he was out for at least 7 minutes. Yeah.
If the Sixers are gonna like, and some of it was our defense, but if the Sixers are just gonna like. Because how much were they up by, like 22?
Bro, 22. They were up by 22 points.
All right, so if a big part of that was them just choking, because if you remember, they caught fire. Like at the beginning of the fourth, they caught that like fire that like teams like you're not gonna do this the rest of the season. Y'all might not play like this for a good minute, but you just decide to play like this right now. Like they were just hot. Yeah. And then it just feels like, some of it was our defense, but they just got like cold, bro. But I was cool with Kyrie not coming back in. But if y'all are gonna like almost like if y'all are gonna be that trash, right? The Sixers, and y'all are gonna give up possessions, like you could have like 6 points, and it wasn't that important to me for them to win. But if you at 6 points, you could have thrown Kyrie in and he would have secured the W.
Like I'm saying, it's not. That's what I'm trying to say to Nets Nation. Like, I know they wanted Kyrie back in, but at the end of the day, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger picture. It's not worth it at the end of the day because
the bigger, especially when he's sitting out for 7 minutes, and then you have to go in and then do everything once you come back in with like a minute left. Like, it's very easy. Like, especially after sitting out for a while.
They were playing good. The bench was playing good.
Yeah.
Do you want to risk a possible injury on a game that none of us really thought we were going to win?
Yeah.
And then plus, why mess with what's working? But I mean, it's up for debatable. That's a debatable.
Yeah, and then
you could have gotten the W, but would it have worked? And would he been warm enough to?
Yeah.
Like the only weight that this game holds is the tiebreaker, right? And that's only if we have the same. If after 17 games, if we have the same exact record as Philly, that's the only reason why this game matters. But other than that, let's say Kyrie came back in and won the game, right? And we go through the season, and the Sixers still have a better record than us. It still wouldn't matter at the end of the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's like the only reason why this game matters.
Still end up beating them by 3 games.
Yeah.
If they just continue to lose. Like, it's not that hard. That's not really an issue. But with what I'll say like maybe like it would have been nice to bring in Kai just because we probably we could have won if Kai came in.
Yeah.
But we'd had a bigger chance. But it's like, again, do you want to risk everything?
Yeah.
Again, there's a minute, 55 seconds left, so it's kind of like, why not take that risk? Like, again, you could get injured, but the chances of that happening are very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you're right. You gotta look at the bigger picture. We've seen like what's happened in late time. Like we've seen
Jamal Murray, yo. Just what happened to Jamal Murray.
It happens, bro. Like it's crazy. But that boy was that man was efficient, bro. Like,
oh my God,
37 and 3/4. That's why that and off efficiency, I feel like. So a part of me, like the fan in me, is like, bro, oh my God, do like win this game like you won the other games, and because they low key like Kyrie and 70s, they got a little like a little rivalry because they play each other a lot. When he was on the Celtics, and they got a little, and so I've seen him like do it, but. The mature and the bigger picture part of me is like, man, fuck it, like it's cool. Like we already show what we need to show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you got to think too, though. Yeah, I just lost my thought. Never mind. Go on.
All right, let me read some. Somebody said Ramadan Kai. Yo, Ramadan Kai is different, bro. Yo, shout out to Flame Bullet 21. Ramadan Kai is different. Let me read some comments, and then I want to get into DeAndre Jordan. Shout out Nasir Muhammad. He said Steve Nash. I wonder if he has a problem with Alize. Yeah, like I said, this just proves Alize should be getting in the rotation, bro. He should be getting in the rotation. Shout out Shadowlizer. He said Alize had 8 points and 8 rebounds with great defense in 12 and a half minutes. Yeah, Alize was amazing in the fourth. Amazing. Jamal passed me the Draco. Said cut LaMarcus. No, don't do that, bro. Uncle Drew said fasting Kai. Yeah, Ramadan Kai was an incredible night from Ramadan Kai. My Holy King said, what did Claxton do? And he played the defense. He locked up in the fourth. He locked up in the fourth. He was playing great defense. And a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, Claxton's too small for Embiid. Claxton's too small for Embiid." But it's like I heard Richard Jefferson say this during the broadcast. Like the only way Claxton's gonna like, he's still young, so the only way you can find out if you can guard Embiid is to put him against Embiid. So it was just, I think that's you got to give Steve Nash credit leaving Claxton in there. Like, so see how he matches up with Embiid. That's the only way you're going to get better, right? You got to play against the best to get better. So and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they double teamed Embiid, but I'm confused why they didn't double team him like that in the beginning, like in the first half. You know what I'm saying?
I'm also really shocked that they didn't just pound the shit out of the paint all game. Yeah. I was really shocked at that because I felt like if they did that, it would have been. I think it would have been a very different game. But I was very.
No, Embiid started doing that though. In the second half, he started going in the paint.
Yeah, but you would think that they would just bang it all game though. It's not like they could, because when they went to the rack, they kind of got everything they wanted every time.
Yeah, they did. Like,
so I was real surprised. I don't know if they were trying to do us a favor or what, but
yeah, it was good though, because like. The first until that like fourth quarter where they like started fucking us up at the beginning, like the first 3 quarters, I'd say on average we were like in between 8 and 12 always, like points, like in terms of being down like 8 and 12.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So let me get into DeAndre. So like again, my point of view of this game, like I know Joe Harris got exposed again. We all know Joe Harris is not our greatest defender, but again, we don't have people right now. We're lacking people, so he has to guard Tobias right now. We have nobody else. Like who you know what I'm saying? But if our team is fully healthy, I expect let's say we have the big 3, that Tobias Harris matchup. KD's probably gonna be guarding Tobias, and then that leaves Kai and Harden. And then it'll be KD versus Tobias. Jeff Green will probably have Ben. And then we'll probably start DJ. Well, you could start DJ against Joel, and then that leaves Kyrie and Harden. Who's guarding Kyrie and Harden? I don't know. But again, with the full lineup, I don't think Joe Harris is going to be matched up with Tobias. Like that just happened because we don't have enough players. But what do you guys think about that?
Isn't Harden going to be on Ben Simmons and Kyrie is going to be on Seth? I like it like that because is it though?
Well, who would Jeff guard then?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the lineup. I'm trying to think of the Sixers lineup.
Point guard and
because this game, like I said, Ben is the point guard, but they try to keep. I know the Nets are trying to keep Jeff Green on him because again he's 6'10", so you're not gonna put Kyrie on. I mean, I did see Kyrie like on a couple possessions, but that's because of a switch, you know. But Kyrie's not gonna guard him. He's not gonna guard Ben. He can't guard Ben.
It's not possible. That's why I would like Harden to start like on him because at least he's like 6'5" and he's a little heavier. But I mean, I guess you're right though. Yeah. Like,
no, maybe Harden would guard Danny Green. Maybe it'd be Danny Green. It'd be Danny Green maybe, and then Danny Green, Harden, Danny Green, Kyrie would do Seth, and then Jeff Green would Ben, and then DJ would probably be.
I like the Jeff versus Ben matchup.
It was good.
Yeah, the Jeff Bennett was okay. It was okay. But Joe Harris got exposed tonight, so it's like that's not gonna happen. That only happened because we don't have players right now. You You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were calling out Joe.
If y'all watch games, like actually watch games, and you've seen Joe Harris's defense, there's no way you should say like Joe Harris should actually be guarding guys who can play, offense.
Because they used to say that he played good defense. They used to say that. I swear to God, I'm like, bro,
his defense all year has been his defense all year has just been. It's terrible. Like
he's not made.
It's like watching Andre. It's like watching Andre Drummond dribble the ball on offense. Like it's terrible.
And they've done teams have done their scouting report on Joe Harris, because if you've noticed the last 3 to 4 games, like teams are bodying up on him as soon as he makes that turn, and they're not letting him get in his rhythm to shoot, which is why his numbers have gone down. But I do think that's going to change once you have Kyrie, Harden, and KD back. I think it's just going to open it up for somebody like Harris. Needs to be set up by these other players, and then he once he has time, he's going to start banging again, and we're all going to be saying Joey buckets. But it's just like, again, he's being asked to do more than he should be doing, which is why he definitely will come off the bench, in my opinion.
He's never played a huge role on this team. No. His team was just like when we were fully healthy and we really had all the guys. His role was to spot up and make shots off the dribble, like a lot. And he did a great job at it. That's what he was doing, and he was amazing. He's been amazing. Like when he was doing that, and he was just doing his role all season. He's been amazing. He's had a lot of games where he's scored just 20 or plus, just 25 threes.
Yeah, he's still Joey buckets.
We remember that. We remember the Rockets game. We remember the Hawks game.
27, right?
We remember what was the game? We remember the Wizards game. Even though he had an inbound turnover, he still was doing amazing that whole game.
There's a reason why his 3-point percentage at the beginning of the season was crazy, because we still had some healthy, we still had some guys, and he was just, even Harden was setting him up, and even when there was a little Kyrie KD, he was getting his shots. It's like, so there's a reason that was up. That's because the man was allowed to run around and get his shot. And now he doesn't have that. So,
and you know what else I think about Joe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Joe is like the reason this game, right? People know about Joe now. Like when you think about before the Nets got all these players, they didn't really know like who is this Joe Harris guy. But now like Joe Harris is in the limelight. Like they know he's one of the best shooters on the team. So it's like the team gets a scouting report. They're like, okay, we gotta lock down Joe. Like we gotta run him off the 3. We know the plays are gonna play for. They're gonna set up for Joe. So it's like their teams are keying in on Joe now because he's in the limelight. He's one of the best shooters. Like they know about him now. Before they didn't know about him. You know.
Like with Harden being gone, it's like where you got to think they've played. What was that stretch? Like 27 fucking games together. Like it's gonna be like and they barely played beforehand. I mean, him and KD and Joe at the beginning of the season, if you remember, they had like a good little connection. Yeah. But everybody connection gonna be a little different. But he just went from playing 27 games with Harden, and now sometimes he didn't even have. Well, he played yesterday, right? He didn't even have Kyrie. Yeah. So it's like it's gonna be it's an adjustment. Like it's an adjustment. But I think that's why he's been a little more off. Is because of Kyrie. I think he got to adjust to him.
Kyrie just like what Kyrie's play style is. Kyrie's more of just an ISO guy. He doesn't really like set guys up. Like that's just not his game. Like how Harden does. Like Harden has a big. Yeah, that's exactly what Kyrie is. Harden is just a big. He gives people like a lot of looks. Like we saw like when Harden was playing, we saw the looks Jeff got, Joe got, how Shamet was getting better when Harden got here. He was really inconsistent, and he fought, and he made Shamet to like really good. Like he would get Shamet for a lot of good looks. And same with Joe. Joe had his highest shooting numbers when Harden was on the floor. Like every time, if Joe Harris was getting the ball, it was a Harden pass, and Joe would always make it.
And the other thing, like if any of y'all were alive or even watched when Jason Kidd was on the team, the one thing that I make the comparison between the two, which is that these guys always seem to kind of almost run up the center of the court, and it's like they're scanning, and that's why they get those lobs. That's why they get those passes. Like I definitely think Jason Kidd definitely had more crazy pass skills, but they both had that vision where you go up the center and you're just scanning, and that's why they're able to be like great playmakers. And that's just, I think, more of what Harden brings to the team.
Let me read some comments. Somebody said Doc Rivers was shook. Yo, that's a fact. This is one of those games where, like, in the locker room, he probably was like cursing at them, like, "You guys almost gone to the fucking bench." Shout out Just Nisha. She said Doc didn't want to lose. Yeah, he didn't. He did. You know he didn't want to lose when you throw. You know you didn't want to lose when you throw your whole starting five in with 3 minutes left. With 5 minutes left in the game, and you're down. I think they're up.
Throwing your bench, and then the next throw in their bench, and Alize Johnson single-handedly carrying.
You're throwing your starting five against a bench. That's when you know you don't want to lose.
Yeah, bro.
With no Kyrie, no Kyrie.
The game was not in y'all control at that point. The bench could have scored our bench could have scored 2 more times had the lead, and if they would have put Kyrie in, there's like an 85% chance that lead would have been snatched. So they were not in control at the game.
Doc knew, like, if Doc kept his bench in, he knew the Nets would have won this game. He knew that. He was like, yo, if I keep my bench in against their bench, they're gonna lose. Like, we're gonna lose.
Exactly.
That's why he threw the starters in. Which is sad. That's sad. Let me read some of the comments. Somebody said GG Gang said Alize deserves max. Whoa. I don't know about the max. He already got a whoa, buddy.
We like his fire. I mean,
we love Alize.
He gets hype. We love his fire and his hype, but what I realized, and I think you and I, AJ, at one point were kind of, DM back and forth about when we were talking about Alize is we said that man, when he has a full off season with the team, he's gonna come back even more because he's got so much energy. I think he just needs to learn a little points to keep that energy under control. Yeah, and that dude is gonna be fire. He's gonna,
bro. He can perform under pressure. Isn't this the second game where we was in the end and he stepped up? Bro, that's my favorite. That is my favorite type of player, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm glad we signed him, bro. That's my favorite type of fucking player, bro. I'm glad we signed him. 8 rebounds and 8 points in 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
Man, he needs to. Somebody minutes gonna have to get deducted, bro. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He should take TLC's minutes. He definitely should take TLC's minutes. But again, it's just crazy. Like I said, we don't need to sign him to a max because we already have him for 3 years now. He's already, I think it's 3 years, right? Well, it's this year and 2 more years, so we're good. We don't need to sign him to a max.
On the cheap too. That's what's fucking. Oh man, on the cheap.
On the cheap side.
Hell yeah.
Somebody said ban TLC from the Barclays. Nicholas Reed said I feel embarrassed for TLC. TLC just like I said, he's getting worse every game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just worse every game, man.
Aggravating, bro. You can't.
The one time he has an opportunity to show out, he's had so many opportunities to show that he's worth getting playing time, and he just continues to suck ass. He's just terrible. It's awful.
Yeah.
I still don't have an explanation. I've been trying to actually think about what could it be. It makes utterly no sense why he's this bad.
Let's talk about the DeAndre Jordan with the Joel Embiid thing. So is DeAndre first of all, let me know in the chat. Do you guys think DeAndre gets his starting role back, or is it still LaMarcus? And also, let's say in the playoffs, right? In the playoffs, are we starting DeAndre Joel Embiid? 'Cause I guess we got to think the Sixers didn't have Dwight Howard, so that still leaves open who's gonna match up with Dwight. But for the Joel Embiid matchup, is it certified DeAndre now? That's what I just want to know. Let me know in the chat, and you guys. Let me know.
We haven't seen LaMarcus against Embiid. But I think it would have got worse. It would have definitely been worse. The frickin' if LaMarcus was playing, I think we all would have known. We saw Embiid get 39. He would have got 50 if LaMarcus was playing him. He would have got 50.
Yeah.
And all he gotta do is he just was letting the man shoot. I don't know why he does that to players. Maybe because he knows that okay, if he goes around me and I'm at close to the top of the key, I'm not gonna be able to get back because my body is fucking slow. I don't know why he does that. That's the only thing he really did wrong.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it last stream where my thought was, especially if we're facing somebody like Embiid, I'd love to see DJ come out, body him, take some of those fouls. He did decent today. You can't knock the dude for he tried his best. He good rebounds. He got in his face. He disrupted a couple shots. And then when Embiid sits, bring in Aldridge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At the floor again. You know, he can still get you some shit down low, but there you're maximizing LA when he comes in that way because he can score. He can still get a little things around the bucket, and he doesn't have to worry about, you know, defending Embiid. You know, it'll get caught a couple times with guys coming in and out, but.
And people are saying LaMarcus at the 4. No. That's not good. That's not good. That wouldn't because Tobias Harris would
the
eat.
DJ and LaMarcus, the DJ and LaMarcus combo. No. Oh my god, that would be awful.
Yeah,
I don't want to imagine it. I don't want to see it. If I see it, I'm instantly like Nash is getting a bunch of like.
That's definitely not gonna happen. I'm sorry, y'all.
His comments over. They're already terrible. But if you go in again and you see that duo come on the court and we get just destroyed.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, y'all. Tobias Harris would dog LaMarcus. He's too fast. He's too fast for LaMarcus.
The amount of flow is just uncanny. They're both really slow. So it won't work.
Yo, AJ, check the chat out. You got a couple.
Appreciate you, Mike Zeri. Appreciate the super chat. He said, "Peace and love, brothers. Nets gave us Atkinson era." Oh, Atkinson era vibes tonight. Yeah, Mike Zeri. Oh, what you know about the Atkinson era? Yeah, Kenny. This is definitely. It did feel like them old Kenny days, you know, and the fight in the fourth quarter, you know, that little fight back. Definitely felt like the Kenny days. But yeah, LaMarcus. Yeah, the Real Royal said something.
No, he retracted his message.
The Real Royal. Shout out the Real. Shout out the Real Royal. Appreciate the super chat, bro. But yeah, with LaMarcus at the. Yeah, I thought he said something, but he said it retracted. I can't read it. But yeah, with LaMarcus at the 4, that definitely wouldn't work. Like I said, with Embiid, we can throw DJ at him, but the point is, like what Saint was saying, when DJ goes to the bench, you can throw LaMarcus at Joel. If Joel Embiid's still in, you can throw LaMarcus at him. That way, Joel Embiid has to guard LaMarcus because LaMarcus is just as good as a post scorer as Joel Embiid is. And he could shoot threes just as well as Joel. He might shoot threes even better than Joel Embiid. So, like, Joel has to come out to that 3-point line, and that's going to space, like, that's going to lose
pull him out of the paint. Yeah, you bring him in, and even when LaMarcus comes in, you're going to see Embiid probably get some rest as well. That's the other way you can balance it, you know, depending on how bad, say, DJ is getting beat up. But it's like, if you stagger him off, then you don't really have to put LaMarcus on Embiid most of the game, which I think is extremely much more beneficial for us in the long run, because you're gonna get fouls against your big men. So why take them out too quick? You know, stagger them.
Yeah. Like I said, bringing Joel out to guard LaMarcus at the 3 is big for the Nets. I'm trying to tell y'all, because like Joel was eating in the paint, and you know why? I kind of think, like, when you think about Joel's game, like, Joel is basically unstoppable. So you gotta just do things. You just gotta pick the lesser of two evils. So it's like, do you want Joel Embiid to eat you up in the paint, where he's like amazing, or do you want him just to take a lot of shots at the 3? Let him take some shots at the 3 and just live or die with those. Like, what you got to pick the lesser.
He can still get the 3 down low. That's the thing. He's either hitting it out at the arc or he's getting it in one. You see him do that all game.
But me, I think if I had to choose, I'd rather him shoot a bunch of 3s. If that was, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather him do that than eat at the paint, because I don't know. I just feel like he's too much in the paint. But if he's at the 3-point line, I don't know.
If you do that, if you say that, then you put DJ against Embiid, because DJ is a better interior defender, way better interior defender than LaMarcus is. We know DJ won't get shoved to the, all the way back.
All the way, can at least body him up. Yeah.
But let me know in the chat how you feel about that.
If you don't want to leave Embiid open, then put LaMarcus against him, because I think LaMarcus will actually try and guard him. Unlike DJ does not play the 3 at all. He just sits back. That's what he does. So that's like, I think LaMarcus will at least try to guard it. But again, that could be a coaching thing.
I mean, Embiid's been very efficient this year, but it's like I said, you got to pick with lesser of two evils. Do you let him shoot those 3s, maybe hope he's off, or just let him eat in the paint? Like this, you got to pick which one. Do you how do you guard him? You know what I'm saying? It's the lesser of two evils, Somebody said Blake Griffin's better defender than Green. Nah, that's not facts.
No.
That's very no.
Holy ban. Holy ban. Oh my goodness. No.
I mean, Green got beat up by Embiid, but Green had his back to Embiid, so it didn't matter like what he did.
Imagine Blake against Embiid. Imagine Blake against Embiid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
Oh, there's a real Royal.
Okay, real. Shout out to Real Royal. He said the nerve. Philly had to chant Katie sucks, and shout out AJ for the content. Yo, I appreciate you, man.
Oh, wow.
And Julian for the good disagreements. He shut Julian out. Oh my god.
Thanks, Real Royal.
The Real Royal.
I'm playing. Chill out. I'm joking. Thank you for donating, bro.
The Real Royal shouted out Julian, man. I never thought I'd see the day. That is crazy.
That's funny.
Oh my god! Every time if I see a comment, it's always in response to Julian saying something.
It is, bro.
Yo,
he got on Saint last stream though. Y'all remember that? He's talking about hard haters. Just ignore him.
No, he said that, and he also said Saint, bro. I thought you were a neutral guy, bro. I like.
I am neutral. I was just it was the any question hour. That's what's up.
Any question hour, but shout out you, Real World. I fuck with you.
Yo, AJ, it's up to you, but bro, we should have him in the Say Anything hour, bro. In the Say Anything segment.
The Say Anything segment. Oh yeah. We gotta wait. Put a Say Anything. Yeah, we gotta wait for that.
Oh my god. Yo, AJ, just imagine if they have the Kyrie and the Harden, like who's more clutch.
Oh
you
my
have a heart attack.
Toxic chat, toxicity.
That's not a debate. But what's the next time? That's not a debate. What's the next time?
That's not a debate.
Let's stay on track.
Yeah. So it's like when I was talking about with DJ, it's like, do you put DJ on Embiid in the playoffs? So is he certified Embiid guarder now? Is he the Embiid guarder? That's what we're
right now. Not right now. I think so.
Yes.
But you brought it up a couple streams ago too. I mean, that was a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
I think you said it, and I think some other people said it.
I said DJ should.
It was the right move.
Yeah, I said. Remember, everybody was like, "Yo, what's gonna happen to DJ?" I'm like, the Sixers playoff. Like when we play the Sixers, that's when we're gonna need DJ like the most in that series. Yeah. And
he has the length too. He has the body. He may not. Again, he's not the best defender guy. We know that, but he has length and he has size, so that it's not as easy for Embiid to push him around. And then at the same time, it's like, and we've all seen it. If DJ just tries, puts in a little effort, he gets guys to miss sometimes, and he can get rebounds. And that's all I think people like. That's hopefully what he saw, because if he plays like he played tonight, the rest of the season and into the playoffs, then I'm cool with it, because that's all you need. It's almost like the Drummond factor. Like, you don't need Drummond to score 20 points. Just go get your goddamn rebounds and just shut up. Like, that's all.
Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job and do it well.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nets put him at one of the players of the game. They put DJ at one of the players of the game. Wow.
What did he have, like 12 and 14? What did he have, like 12 and 14?
He had 14.
I mean, that's the most rebounds I've ever seen DeAndre Jordan get in my entire life of watching him play the game of basketball.
But listen, what did I tell y'all? I said I said put him on the bench and fuck with his ego, and we gonna get something out of him. I've been saying that. I'm trying to tell you, fuck with attack their ego, bro. Do it to TLC.
Yeah.
Put that boy on the bench. Let him ride that bench. You know,
give him no PT for about 5 games. For about 5 games against TLC, no PT, and see how he plays. If he continues to play bad, release him. Get him off.
I bet he come back with a 3-point shot. I bet he come back with a 3-point shot. I bet he come back with a at least 2.
Yo.
Once people come back healthy, though, I think you're going to see TLC riding the bench a lot more.
I think you're going to see no PT from TLC. I think you're going to see no PT. And guess what? When people, like, I don't know. I can't see, who is that? Tyler Johnson getting a lot of PT when he comes back either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that reminds me. Let's talk about, so Chris, if you guys don't know in the chat, Chris Chiozza is done for the year. Well, not the year. I'm sorry. The season. The regular season. So, somebody DM'd me this, and I was thinking about it. Like, if the Nets want to sign somebody, let's say the Nets want to sign somebody to replace Chiozza, they would have to waive him completely and then sign another two-way guy. So somebody, shout out to whoever's DM me this, but somebody DM me Alonzo Trier, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, he might be alright. Alonzo Trier for that two-way. But let me know in the chat. Do you guys want to keep Chiozza? See what happens in the playoffs. He'll come back for the playoffs, or do you just want to waive him and get somebody else better? We'll find somebody in the G League that's that can replace him. Let me know how you guys feel about that. What do you guys feel about that? Julian and all.
What's up, y'all?
Oh my God, I might get hate, but Chiozza is kind of a G League player.
Damn. So wavy? You're on the wave him?
It depends on who you're picking up.
Yeah. If it's Alonzo Trier, y'all like Alonzo Trier or nah? I mean, he's a scorer, but I don't know if he's like a passer.
I've never really got into him.
Oh. Yeah, he was on the Knicks. He was on the Knicks last year. If you guys don't know about Alonzo Trier, he was killing it on the Knicks, like scoring 20 off the bench. Like he's a amazing scorer, but like he's not a good facilitator like Chiozza is, but he is like a really good scoring like guard. I don't see the chat saying wave TLC before. Oh, so y'all want to wave TLC, but keep Chiozza for the playoffs? Okay.
Oh yeah,
I see somebody say get Chiozza out of here.
I think you know what the crazy. I don't know. I can't say I think TLC will produce more, but man, it's just like TLC's size. But like he's continuing to do so bad. Like he has the potential to do good, but he's so bad in every game he plays. Like he's 6'7", he has long arms. Yeah. He's not like we've seen him play good. We saw him last year. He was good last year. We saw him in the bubble. He actually tried. He had a little 3-point shot, but. I don't know what got into him. Ever since he got back from that injury, he's just absolute trash.
If we had Tyler Johnson back, I would say wave TLC right this second. But
yeah,
we don't even know. We don't even know what.
So y'all cool with Cheese?
Tyler Johnson.
Y'all cool with Cheese not playing until the second round or whatever, or if he does play, y'all know he doesn't play, but. If let's say we do need him in like the playoffs, I guess that's the next time.
I can see him back. I see him back in the late first round. Maybe it really depends. I haven't really heard a doctor's note of what the Chiozza and how bad it like really is, like how long like the recovery process. Because I don't really know what goes on with the the hand injury that he got.
It's a shooting hand, right? It's a shooting hand, I think. Yeah, it's a shooting hand. He's a righty.
If you gave me the option to get somebody better than TLC and Chiozza at this point, I would waive both of them.
You would waive both of them?
Yeah, I would. If it's going to matter of us like going into the playoffs with something solid, and you could arguably say the guys we're going to sign are better, I would do it.
Well, if we waive Chiozza, we would have to sign like a two-way G League undrafted guy. But if we waive TLC, you can sign any free agent you want.
Yeah.
So wait. If you got because Chiozza's a two-way.
Yeah, you have to.
I'd rather have Jordan Bell over TLC.
Oh.
KGT Kim said, "What about Jeremy Lin?"
Oh hell no.
I haven't seen him play in a minute.
I haven't seen him play since he was with us.
He was hired. I thought he was hired.
Look,
he was hired.
I haven't seen him play in a minute, but I think he's in the G League for a reason. I'm just gonna guess. But if he's anything like Jeremy, Jalen, he a bucket.
Yo, Jalen on this team would be hilarious. I mean, he was on the Nets before, but it would be hilarious.
On the Knicks, bro, Jalen Linsanity when he waved off Kobe and hit that freaking 3, bro.
Nah, there got to be somebody in the G League that's like we could definitely use. But again,
I said this. If you waive TLC, I'd rather have 3 guys. I'd rather have 2 guys. I'd rather have Jabari Parker, and I'd rather have Jordan Bell. Because I think those guys are both available.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true. I would take. And doesn't Jabari Parker give you some decent D?
Yeah,
his defense is pretty nice.
It's okay. Yeah. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's decent.
It's nice. It's better than it's better than what I've been seeing from TLC. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Somebody said unleash the giant Reggie Perry.
Everything's better than TLC though.
Somebody said Jeremy Lin can shoot. He's in the G League. I thought he retired. I really thought Jeremy Lin retired.
I thought he went overseas. I don't know.
He is. He's on the Warriors G League team.
Somebody said Jordan Bell and Katie got chemistry too. Oh yeah, that's true. Roy Rivera said all pressure on Nets to win due to short contracts mean they won't give it their all. No, that doesn't mean they won't give it. No, that doesn't mean that. I mean,
yo, AJ.
Yeah.
I got one other guy, Lance Thomas.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Other than TLC, besides TLC, Lance Thomas, I like him.
He's another guy. But again, is he G League? He might be G League. Is he G League? He might be G League. I don't know. But I guess I don't know.
Lance Thomas. Yeah. Lance Thomas is a free agent.
Okay.
And they're saying Jeremy Lin. Even about 5 hours ago, they even said something where it's like said Lin, the only member of the G League top 10 scorers to be overlooked by the NBA.
Wow. So everybody's saying they would waive Chiozza for Jeremy Lin. All right, that's how y'all feeling.
I mean, I don't want Chiozza to leave, but it depends on how bad, because we need a point guard.
I think there's a lot of other guys that can give you. I think there's a lot of other guys that can give you what Chiozza brings you. That are taller, that can still probably facilitate pretty nicely, that have speed, and will provide at least a little bit of defense.
Yeah. I don't think
you can find that in the G League.
I don't know if the Nets are gonna do that. I don't know if they're gonna waive. I could see them. I can't see them getting rid of TLC or Chiozza. To be honest with you, yeah.
I can't see them getting rid of any of them unless they legitimately see a guy and be like, "Oh, yo, that's a steal. If we can get him." Like, nah, I can't see it. I can't see them getting rid of any of those guys.
I can see them waiving TLC before. I can see them waiving TLC before Chiozza though. That's just what I can see. Like if the Nets had to choose, I think they would waive TLC before Chiozza. But that's just my opinion.
Just don't see how you sit DJ and you have not sat TLC yet.
Yeah, that's true. That
is mind-boggling. How do you I mean, well, granted, I guess if Johnson was back, you probably wouldn't see him, but who knows? Nash still seems
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Jamal Crawford. Yeah, but we would have to waive TLC.
Jay Crossover.
Yeah. Somebody said Knicks talking Zion Williamson. What? He said, "Imagine that." I'm weak. Somebody said Lynn is 6'3" and that's hella tall for an Asian guy, and it's okay. I'm Asian.
What about Muday? Is that how you say his name?
That's racist. I just want that to be known. That's racist.
What's racist?
Yo, AJ, I swear to God, when you read comments, some of the comments that you find that you just randomly pick are just so so weird.
No,
so weird.
KJ said
they're just so off. What?
KJ said
what?
He said he's Asian. He said he's Asian. That's why he said that. I don't know.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he said he's Asian.
What about Emmanuel Muday? Didn't he?
Talking about Moutier?
Yeah, what about Moutier? I don't know how to say his name.
Oh, yeah, Moutier.
I thought he was a free agent, too.
Oh, I forgot about Moutier. That was
6'5" point guard.
I think he can fit. He can fit under that too, right?
Hold on. Wait. Moutier?
I don't know, yo. How's the chat feel about Moutier?
Is it Moutier or is it Moutier?
Moutier.
Moutier was really bad in the beginning of his career. He was really bad. He averaged a little bit.
Is he a W or a L?
He's a and is neutral. He's neutral. He's alright.
He's only 25.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the team that drafted him barely gave him any chance.
Yeah, they didn't really.
Somebody said Lance Stevenson.
The Nuggets.
Kyrie is just so handsome. It's crazy.
Oh God, don't even start.
What do you mean? He's a handsome young man. Just
chat, man. I apologize.
So Moutier, right? So Moutier, his first years, 12.8 points per game, 11 points, 8.6, 8.5, 8.8, 14.8, 7.3.
Where is Moutier though? Is he in a G League?
I thought he was a free agent. That's because I remember seeing that name when we were looking at him.
He's a really bad. Moutier.
Wait, what?
We talking about Moutier.
Who said Moutier? Yo.
Oh my God. I'm gonna be thinking about that shit for the rest of the night. You talking about? He talking about Moutier. Oh fuck.
That's how y'all doing
that. The Jazz? They're saying he's on the Jazz, but I don't think so.
Who's Jalen Green?
He's a terrible shooter. He's a terrible shooter. Just letting you guys know. 31%.
Who's Jalen Green though? Somebody.
He's in the G League. He's a guy that's going to get drafted 4th overall this year.
Yo, this is crazy. Somebody said,
Nigga said booty.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nah, son. Is he on the Jazz for real?
I'm looking right now.
Oh.
Because I saw it unless they recently picked him up. He's not on their bench.
He was on the Jazz 1920 season.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
No, he's not on any team right now.
Somebody said Julian's high.
Bro, this shit funny, bro. I'm not high, bro.
Nah, that is whoever said that. That is jokes though.
He talking about booty, and then he said space, yay. Yeah.
Oh, he put a space? Oh, nah. If he put a space,
bro, look in the chat. Look at what.
Nah, if he put a space, that's ODing.
That's still funny though.
The chat is ODing right now. The chat is ODing.
All right, y'all, chill out.
Yo, but yeah. Oh, I forgot about Jalen Hands. Somebody said Jalen Hands. I forgot about Jalen Hands.
Did we give his contract up in the trade too?
Oh, did we? Didn't we drafted him, right?
We did. We drafted him, but we threw him in the G League, and I think he went. He went in that Harden trade. I think we gave up the rights to him.
He went to the Pistons, and then he did something else.
Oh my God, Jalen Hands would be like that perfect. Like if Chioza was done, he would be like Jalen Hands would be perfect to slide right in and just like, come right on the start on the point guard. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said.
Look at KJ. Go ahead.
What did KJ say? Oh.
Can I pass the link to the free agents left over right now?
Oh yeah. Rage, DM Rage. I guess if you can.
He can just put it in the chat. Just post.
Post it. Yeah, post it in the chat if you have the free agent. Somebody said we shouldn't have guaranteed TLC. Yeah, Muhammad. Yeah, man. Yeah, like it's.
He had that one game. Hey, don't y'all can't forget. He had that one game, and everyone was like, extend TLC, and then I remember AJ having that little convo saying, should we extend TLC now, y'all?
Like I said, I was on the TLC. Like I like TLC, but it's like he's just getting worse and worse. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is. He's getting worse and worse.
He went from the most unexpected good player to, oh my God, he's terrible.
Yeah.
There's literally no explanation.
Open my mouth watching him play now. It's bad.
There's no explanation of why he is playing as bad as he did.
Yeah, I don't get it. Playing ass with everybody, but AJ, did you make that meme?
What?
With Alize and Joel? Did you make that?
Nah, I got it from somebody else. That shit is hilarious though.
Okay.
Because it was on Twitter.
TLC, that boy ass.
Yeah, man. It's just sad.
Yeah,
it's really sad.
Harden on the floor. He ass everywhere.
And now it's like if we wave him,
I just want to see Alize take a jump shot.
Yeah, he was bringing up the ball though. He was doing his point guard thing.
What Alize?
He played guard, man.
So wait, TLC's done for after this year he's out though, right?
He's done. Yeah, he's done. Thank God.
So what?
Tyler Johnson's done.
There's a lot of guys. Him, Tyler Johnson, shows us on 2A, but LA, Blake Griffin.
The good thing though is we're keeping some decent guys. We're keeping Shamet. We're keeping Claxton. We're keeping. It looks like Brown has a qualifying offer for next year. We're keeping Alize. We got Alize.
We still have to see what's going on with Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said we should have kept Garrett Temple. Oh man, I forgot about Garrett Temple, yo. But Garrett Temple's kind of like he's kind of like the same thing as Shamet, isn't he? Isn't he like the same kind of game as Shamet?
Yeah, just a little bit older, right?
Yeah, he's like the same thing that Shamet does. He does everything that Shamet does. Somebody said, "What about Spencer?" Yeah, we're still hoping and praying that he's gonna come back soon, man.
Yeah, we don't want to rush it. We don't want to rush it.
Yeah, all we can do is just wait. That's all we can do.
And pray.
Yeah, he might be able to come back. He might not. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I know y'all miss Harden. Chill. The Real Royal, man. The Real Royal said, I know y'all miss Harden.
Yeah, he's needed. He would be really nice. Having a MVP would be nice right now. Duh.
What's exciting is we're about to see KD and Kyrie play now together. I don't think we even realize that, because we're so used to dudes being out. like we're about to at least see Kyrie and KD play consistently now, which is going to be nice.
Now, Real Royal, you say a lot of stupid shit, but you just said something real factual, and I gotta give you your credit. You just said something real. Kyrie overall need to go up in 2K. You know, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with you. I think Kyrie need to be a 93. James need to be a 91 playing. He need to be a 95. Is he a 95, y'all? Is Harden a 95?
I'm not sure.
And then KD should be like a 97.
I think KD's a 96.
That's fucking disrespectful.
Yeah. And of course, LeBron's 99.
Isn't LeBron like a 90? LeBron
he's 99.
Yeah.
He's 98 or 90.
They didn't. No, he's a 98. They didn't give him 99.
So they gave him 99?
They gave him a 98.
Oh, okay. So whatever LeBron is, KD should be 98 too then.
Yeah, I think that KD was 97 or 98, but I think that they said they gave him a 96 because of his injury. He was a 95. Which is very disrespectful. Like they at the beginning of 2K.
That Warriors KD was a 98 overall flat. Like that was just exactly what he was. He's a 98 overall.
Somebody said Harden's a 96 and KD's a 97.
Harden should be a 99. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Who?
He should be above KD.
James Harden.
You said Harden should be a 99?
KD?
Oh man.
I mean, after what I've been seeing, after what I've been seeing, after what I've seen from Harden, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've seen Harden carry us.
Harden should be like a 96. You know, Kyrie did good. 10 assists. You feel me? Go.
I'm gonna say this. Out of I haven't seen KD really carry us a game to like the victory against a good team, and I haven't seen that with Kyrie.
He hasn't had a chance to.
Rage is getting spicy now. Rage is getting spicy in the chat.
I'm talking about
Kyrie, KD.
KD, I said KD.
What was that? Hold on. I'm trying to think.
And Kyrie did get good this game. He did better than when Harden played.
Hey, what about that Lakers game? He didn't finish off that Lakers game, but he was on a men's restriction, so I'll give you that.
Kyrie?
No, KD.
Oh yeah.
Y'all wild. Everybody saying Harden 99. Y'all really saying Harden's a 99? That's what y'all opinion.
People undervalue
Michael Jordan is a 99.
But his threes are not.
Yeah, but right now, everybody Harden
Kobe's a 94. Yeah, Kobe's a 94.
If LeBron is not a,
if we're not ranking Kobe all time. You're ranking Kobe on a team.
If LeBron's not a 99, Harden shouldn't be a 99. I'm sorry.
Low key.
That's not facts, though.
Then I'll give Harden a 97. Harden a 97.
Yeah, if LeBron's not a 99,
that's fair.
If LeBron's not a 99, then Harden.
KD deserves that. Like they both deserve 97s. Harden and KD, but I guess if you want to say Harden, KD is a higher 97, and
KD a 98. Come on now, KD a little 9-8. You feel me? KD a 98.
Yeah. Somebody said, shout out to
I don't know.
DJ Casman said KD carried us against the Nuggets. Yeah, that's a fact. And don't forget that Knicks win. He was by himself. There was a couple games KD was by himself and he won, I think.
He played too by himself.
Oh no,
he won both of them.
The Nuggets
game. Which one of y'all is breathing like a dragon?
Rage.
Freaking Julian.
What are you doing?
It's Julian. That's all I hear.
I'm not even breathing.
You talking?
Yo.
Not even breathing.
He's like a dragon.
Someone said Jordan overrated.
Even whoa. Here's how you know you. Even Real Royal said you tripping, and that's the Harden fan. Whoa, damn. Real Royal, he tripping.
I've seen a lot of TLCs at 99 though.
All right, now y'all okay. It's that time of the chat now.
The only reason I said Harden was a 99, just out of all the players just playing right now, I don't know.
I be doing custom rosters on 2K because they should be wilding, and I got KD at a 98, I got Harden at 96, and Kyrie at 93.
Damn. Oh wait, somebody said that. Somebody said that in the chat. Shout out Gary Burns. He said KD 98, Harden 97, Kyrie 93.
Yeah. So KD 98, Harden 97, Kyrie 93.
You said Kobe hated 96.
But I can understand a 97. I can understand it.
No, I don't think Kyrie should be 90.
TLC deserves a solid. TLC deserves a solid 72.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay, since I see the chat is going this way, we have reached the Say Whatever segment. This is the segment of the show where it's say whatever in the comments, say whatever you want, and we'll respond to it.
You got Mike. I mean, you also got Mike Zeri in the waiting room too.
Mike Zeri in there? Oh yeah. Get Mike Zeri in there. Oh, is Real Roy gonna come up? Well, get Mike Zeri. Yeah, get Mike Zeri in there.
Real, I need to hear you, bro. I need it, bro. Yeah, Mike Zeri. We'll bring up Mike Zeri first caller. Mike Zeri, first caller.
Mike Zeri. This is the say whatever segment. Everybody just say whatever you want. Say anything.
I need to hear what Real has to say, bro. Come on, man.
Don't be scared. Come on
up. Somebody said Katie should be back. Muhammad said, okay, Kyrie right now is a 94, Harden 95. And okay. TLC
yo, 150. Set, yo.
TLC is a 74 in 2K21.
That's too much.
How is he? That's bro. This is a little bit high. I mean, Tyler Johnson. Realistically, I'll give Tyler Johnson a 75.
Oh my god.
They don't give role players like no love. They don't put no time into role players. Like Joe Harris is unrealistic. He's not like they just do the superstars. And
Jeff Green deserves an 81.
Yeah, so does Joe. Joe deserves like an 80.
Joe Harris deserves an 82.
Yeah, he does.
Somebody said
not today.
If all are healthy, Harden will win the Finals MVP. Whoa, how y'all feel about that?
It's possible.
Harden win the Finals MVP.
Yo! I have to see them three play. But the way Harden's been playing, bro. Oh my! The way he was playing. Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't feel like he's gonna. Finals MVP.
Playoffs, and who knows? Maybe with the big three, we've really just seen Harden just by himself. Him with Kyrie, like we haven't really seen him with KD. Really, we saw him in the Bucks game. That was pretty much like the only game. We really haven't seen them both together.
If KD plays like how he played, bro, this man in the finals, bro, shot 50% from three, 50% field goal. Like, bro, if he plays like that, like nobody has a chance. The only way I can see Harden.
The only way I can see Harden winning Finals MVP is if he averages like a triple-double the whole finals. Like it has to be like a 20-point plus triple-double the whole finals.
If he does what he's been doing this whole his whole stint here in the playoffs and shoots at an efficient rate, then he deserves it.
Yeah,
obviously.
That's his only problem.
But his problem is his efficiency. It's his efficiency. And we haven't really seen his efficiency up in the playoffs at all.
Yeah.
And if the refs are going to be
we know how consistent KD is. We haven't seen that from Art. So you have to see it. And with them three on the court at the same time,
Kyrie, that's the one thing. That's the one thing him and Kyrie have is that they're like one of the best. They're they have to be top 5 most efficient players right now. And like for shooters and guard, well, KD's he has guard skills. You feel me? But like high efficiency is for like people like fucking Shaq and bigs, who can score, But for a guard, like they shoot a lot, threes, and the type of shots that they shoot, that Kyrie and KD shoot. And all that, like 51 and 52. Kyrie was 52 at first during the season. He's like at 51.7, and KD was at 51. So, like, that's the main thing that they have over a lot of players.
I think you could easily see, even if Harden comes in and say he does get triple doubles, but if KD comes in for the playoffs and like just has a great playoffs, I could easily see them giving it to him though, just because of his comeback story.
Yo, go look at them final stats, bro.
Yeah, right. Because of the Achilles thing.
Go look at them final stats, bro. Fuck.
Like I said,
if he goes off in the playoffs and stays consistent through the whole thing, even with our triple doubles, I could easily see that.
Because like I said, Harden won't have to go OD. Like I'm talking about, like every finals game, he would have to have like 28, 10, 12 assists and like 10 rebounds every finals game. I don't think he's gonna do that though. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think his mindset is for that.
Can y'all realistically see Harden playing the way he's been playing in the regular season and transfer that onto the playoffs with the big three fully here?
I don't really see that. I do, because he's going to be the facilitator, man. He's going to do the same thing he did.
I could see him averaging a cool like 24, 25. I could see him doing it. I mean, you have all the pieces like around you to do it. Shit, you like really, bro. You better do it. You feel me? You better give us like a cool like between 22. I feel like he could give average between like 22 in like 27 with the triple double. I think he could do that. I think he could do that. You know,
I see a solid 24. I see a solid 24.2, 8 assists, 8.1 assists, and like 7.9 rebounds.
Yeah. I think that too. Maybe 9 assists.
Yeah. Yep. You could put that up. And then with Kyrie, I see a solid 23. Solid 23 from Kai, and maybe a solid 25 from KD.
Let me read the second.
Because the ball gonna get distributed.
The second question. Let me read the second question from the Say Whatever. Yep. Somebody said, "What do you think about the Nets possibly playing the Bucks and the Sixers before the finals?" How you guys feel about that?
I'm the Bucks.
I'm not scared of the Bucks. I want to play. I like the Bucks, bro. I'd love to play the Bucks. The Bucks against our big three, with everybody healthy, not holding us. They lost with just Harden. They lost with just Harden and KD, and that was when Harden was still what's the word? He was so passive. Harden was still passive that Bucks game.
Yeah, honestly, from what I saw against the Sixers tonight, I'm not scared of the Sixers like that. Cause like, if you really think about it, we kind of stayed close to the Sixers. We competed this whole. We were like the most I think we were down by was 20, but like a lot of times during the game we kept it to 10. We kept it to 10. We were still in the game with just Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the way it's like I said, I'm not the way if we're fully healthy. I can't see anybody really beating us. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see it.
I'm for it, bro. I'm for it. Like I want to cause I want to leave like no stone unturned, bro. Like I want everybody to understand, and I want to compete too, bro. I don't want to avoid nobody. Like I want to play both of those teams. I want to play the Bucks and the Sixers, bro. I want both of y'all, cause y'all are the other best teams, and y'all are looked at as the best. Besides us, y'all are looked at as some of the best teams in the East, bro. So I want them.
Yeah. As long as we're healthy, it doesn't matter who we get. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
I want them. Healthy, I want both.
Can't imagine us.
The ideal matchup would probably be the. Okay, so if we were the second seed right now, we would play the Hornets first round, and then who would we play in the second round? The Bucks, right?
The who in the second round?
No, I'm saying if we were the second seed, right? Let's say the playoffs were today. If we're the second seed right now, right? So it's like we would play the Hornets the first round, and then who would we play the second round? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The Heat?
The Real Royals said Harden would average 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 25 assists.
Relax.
Oh my God.
Relax.
He's doing the most now. See, say whatever. It's a say whatever, man. You just say what he's saying.
Harden. It's more realistic for Harden to have a 99 overall in 2K, and you're telling me that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You said I was crazy because I rated Harden 99 in 2K, but you said 2014 and 25 with all of us healthy. Yeah, no.
Oh, somebody said the Bucks second round. The Bucks. We play the Bucks second round. If we were the second seed right now, the Hornets first round, Bucks second round.
With us fully healthy, it's 4-1. It's 4-1. It's 4-1 or 4-2. 4-2 if they get lucky. 4-1.
I'm not sleeping on the Bucks, bro. But I think we just no, bro. Like they don't have the utility to really get close. I think the Heat and the Sixers have the utility to get in, and even then, after this game, y'all went on. The only reason y'all broke into beating us by 22 points is because at the beginning of the fourth quarter, y'all decided that y'all were Steph Curry and shit. Y'all don't play like that. Y'all don't go.
I was gonna say that. When did the Sixers start shooting threes like this? They were making every three.
That's what I'm saying. They're not playing like that. Y'all might not ever have a stretch like that for another year.
I might have to look up doing that. Yeah, because they're not a shooting. They're not a shooting team like that.
Jake Milton fucking dropping so many threes, bro.
Hold on, let me look at what the percentage was
in the playoffs.
The Sixers did not shoot like that. They shot 46%. They shot 46% tonight, bro. That's crazy. From three.
And y'all are not doing that, bro. Even if y'all didn't do that, we would have probably still ended up, because we came into that quarter down by 10. We would have I'm not saying we would have won. If they would have had that cold streak and Kyrie was still in there almost the whole quarter, I think most likely we win.
Yeah.
But even still, bro, it was that close. Y'all got that lead because y'all started playing like unrealistic. That like that's not happening. Y'all, that's not y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, because I was watching the game. I'm like, when did Shake Milton turn into like he was shooting lights out? Like they were shooting lights out in this. I'm like, how are the Sixers shooting lights out, bro?
The whole team went off.
And then look, they shot 46% against us, right, from three. And I think it reminds me of the Lakers game. The Lakers shot like 55% from three. I'm like, bro, these are not 3-point shooting teams. Like, you look up NBA stats.
Ben McLemore made almost all of his 3-pointers against us. Ben McLemore.
Yeah, like you look up NBA stats and you go to the 3-point shooting, like the top 3-point shooting teams. Like the Lakers is almost at the bottom. Philly is probably at like 18 or 20. So I'm like, how is this happening? It's always against the Nets, where it just confuses me, yo. It is confusing me. Like I don't understand.
That's why I'm not even worried about the Sixers too much. But they could win 2 games. Go, Rage.
Yo, AJ.
Yeah.
So realize this, right? Evan Fournier goes 6 or 7 from 3 against us. 0 for 10 the next.
Damn.
I'm telling you. Damn. They don't do that. That's not. We could have won this game, bro. Like but y'all just decided y'all wanted to snap, and it is what it is. Y'all did it. Y'all scored. I'm not gonna take that away from y'all, but that's not the game. We would have probably either won or maybe even won by 4. What if y'all don't have that stretch and we take Kyrie out, or we would have probably kept him in if the game was still close. But even if whether Kyrie would have got taken out or our bench would have stayed in, bro, we would have probably won either way if they don't have that stretch in the at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, how did they turn into like? I was really shocked how the Sixers were shooting lights out tonight. I'm like, what? They're not even. I mean, I know they like Danny Green.
The one game, 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row. Listen to this. Yeah. So the Hawks, remember the game where we went back and forth with the Hawks, like it was just 3-pointer. Yeah. The next game they don't even crack 100. Yeah, and then with the Wizards, they don't even crack 100 the next game. They had 147 points against us. I think it was 147 to 144 or something like that.
Yeah, bro. Team, bro.
They don't crack 100 the next game.
I don't get it. It's something about the Nets. Like everybody just shoots lights out when they play the Nets. It's something weird
extra
about
try hard. Extra try hard. They got something against us.
The worst we play the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. It'd be like, and they just shoot at the end of the game. It's like they shoot 55% from 3. I'm like, what? Like, how does this happen?
The Orlando Magic is like, I think they were the worst one of the worst shooting teams. Like remember the first game when we won 127 to 90?
When Aaron Gordon went crazy?
97 or whatever. God. At the game where Aaron Gordon turned into Steph Curry, where Evan Fournier turned into Klay Thompson, but like on crack.
Aaron Gordon made like 8 threes against us, and then I haven't heard his name ever since. I haven't heard his name scoring in the scoring column ever since. Like, what's going on?
He was doing step back threes like he was James Harden in his prime.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit. Wow. That's exactly why I feel like if they didn't have that, bro, and Kyrie was still in, bro. Nigga, Kyrie had 37 and 10 assists in 3 fucking quarters, bro. Like if y'all just had that stretch, and the stretch was good enough for Steve Nash and everybody to be like, all right, this game is unwinnable. Let's take Kyrie out. You feel me? They not
and
doing
y'all
that.
and what's it called? And y'all realize once Torian Prince leaves us, he shoots 45% from 3 in the next 10 games.
Yep.
Yo, what is it, bro? I know our defense is bad, but like some of them, some of the shots today were tough shots though. Like Milton, Shake, whatever his name is, he made some tough shots.
They'll still hit it. If you when we closed up on Shake Milton, like we closed in on him, and he still manages to make it.
Yeah, like Shake Milton made some tough shots today. Like it wasn't just like wide open 3. He made some tough. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, who is he? He's a 3-point shooter now. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, man.
Sexton had his career game against us. Bam had his career game against us. John Collins had a career game against us.
I don't know, man. Is it really our defense? I'm hoping it's our defense though. Even if it is our defense though, like they still shouldn't be able to shoot that well from 3. Like
that's why I'm saying.
Are we gonna allow Mike Terry to come up, or is he just gonna be next year? Because he's been chilling.
I told you bring him up.
He's been showing some love to the channel.
Yeah, I said bring him up. I've been saying bring him up.
Bro, Colin Sexton, bro, he was like that quarter when he dropped 20. That shit, like, I always look at that sometimes and I'm like, bro, this really just like shows our defense in a nutshell. Kyrie gets scored on 3 times. They put Jeff on him. They put Jeff on Sexton, bro. He hits the same fucking shot on Jeff. And they put KD on him, and then he hits the same shot on KD.
But Sexton's a little different than some of those dudes, though. Sexton's a little bit better. Some of the dudes
he don't do that. He don't do.
Even him, yo. I haven't heard his name since. But the thing is, everybody's saying our defense, right? But there's worse defensive teams in the league than us, and you don't Sexton scored whatever he scored against us, right? And we're the 25th ranked defense. So what was that? 5 teams are worse than us, and I still don't hear their names after they play the Nets. I don't hear Sexton scored 60 against the Wizards or the Timberwolves. I don't hear that. So it's like, why? So is it really our defense, or is it just the Nets?
Dropped 15 points out of 6 for 17 shooting.
Yeah, like we're not the worst defense in the NBA. So like they're worse teams than us at defense. So it's like these guys should be doing that against the other teams, against the teams that are below us. So I'm like, it's still not, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that against the teams that are below us. They just do it against the Nets.
It's different. It's different. Like the other teams, like again, remember when Schroeder was getting open looks against the Heat and was just missing everything? He went like 1 for 9, and then he plays us, and then he has another career game. Nothing. It's just some slight. He just makes every shot he takes.
Makes no sense, man.
Yo, what's good with y'all?
Yo, Mike, man, what's good, my guy, man? How'd you feel about the game tonight, man?
Clear?
Yeah, you good.
Oh.
How'd you feel?
I got a few takeaways from the game.
Yeah.
We was in the hole for a little bit, but everybody played hard. Yeah. Like I put in the chat, they gave me that Kenny Atkinson vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they played hard to the end. They almost pulled through. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep it real, man. They need to definitely sit TLC where Patrick Ewing's knees are at.
Yo, and then how you feel about Alize? Like, how'd you feel about how he did it in the fourth?
Look, I don't think he could shoot, but
you don't think he's not.
He kind of remind me of RHJ. Like he played defense. You know what I'm saying? He can attack the basket. He goes after the board. So he was definitely a positive. He needed to take TLC's minutes because TLC ain't it, man. Yeah,
facts. Oh, by the way, Chad, if anybody could send me some Alize. I never can find some Alize highlights, but it's like if somebody got Alize highlights, send them up. But yeah, like with Alize, it's like he should get. I saw like what Steve Nash did in this game. He put him in for like a little bit in the rotation, in like I think it was like the second quarter or third quarter. But then that fourth quarter, it's like he took over. Like he was rebounding, defending. I think they even put him on Embiid. He was guarding Embiid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know why Steve Nash hasn't used him to like his full potential yet. That's what I'm kind of confused about. You know what I'm saying?
Alize is kind of like he's like a battery for me, like a AA battery, man. Yeah. Put him in the controller, it's gonna give you that extra boost. It's a dead controller. Like he brings energy to the game, and it's like he can. I don't know about his shooting capability. I don't think he's really a good shooter, but if he does everything else for us, we don't really need the shooting from him. Yeah. I want to give a little bit of prop. My bad. I want to give a little bit of props to DJ tonight because. Oh yeah. Even though Joel dropped 37, he still played pretty good defensively. Like he showed effort tonight. He played like it was his last game. Yeah. So, do you guys think will we see when LaMarcus is better? Will we see DJ start or will we see LaMarcus start? What do you
I think LaMarcus still start right now, but maybe. I don't know. I can't predict. Steve Nash. Weird.
My opinion is this is what I say against shooting centers. Start LaMarcus against centers like Dwight Howard. Just paint dominant players like Andre Drummond. To start DJ, like just matchups, you have to really look at the matchups because we know LaMarcus will at least try and play guys that can shoot. Like he'll at least if it was Aldridge against Embiid tonight, we would have seen some defense on the perimeter. Like we wouldn't have just seen like Joel Embiid just get open threes because Aldridge was just standing in the paint.
Yeah, but you also would have seen if LA went out to that line to guard Embiid would have just went right by him.
Oh yeah.
No, he would have took that quick first step and just boom. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, all three of our centers do like different things. Like Claxton is a great perimeter defender, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He brings effort. DJ is more like the big body. You know, he'll put a body on their centers and power forwards and stuff like that, and he'll wear them down a little bit. And LaMarcus is the offense.
Yeah.
You know, if they could find a way to like utilize all three in certain lineups,
yeah,
you know, I think it'll be good for us.
And then one other
thing, it's crazy how all of them are different players. Like none of them have the same play style at all. They both play. They all play way differently from each other.
Nah, it's facts. They all got different play styles.
Claxton, man, he's so impressive, man. Like the way he was guarding Farcon, whatever the dude's name is, the way he was beating him up, like even though old boy scored, he didn't make it easy for him. So
yeah,
man, Claxton's a beast.
And then I want to ask y'all the other thing, because if y'all saw, did you guys see what Stephen A. Smith said about like the Nets resting guys on purpose? The Nets resting people on purpose.
Like we're lying about injuries.
Stupid.
That's what he's saying. I mean,
he said. Okay, this is what he said. Let me tell you exactly what he said. He said that basically like they're during national television games, like they rest guys so the other team don't really see their hand or whatever it is. Like they don't get to see the full team. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, KD could have played in this game. He said Kyrie be taking off games on personal reasons.
National televised.
And then he says like Blake. He says Blake and LaMarcus. He was like Blake and LaMarcus just got here and they're not even playing. No. I'm like.
Like, what do they need the rest for?
What do they need the rest for?
Bro, Blake and LaMarcus, bro. If somebody's not playing for games, like 3-4, bro, I'm pretty sure, like, why? You know, like, we know how Blake plays, bro. Why? And we already play him, so why does he think? He's fucking weird.
I kind of like, with the Blake and LaMarcus thing, I kind of low-key agreed with Stephen A. because, like, when we signed Blake, I didn't know he had this back. Like I said, Blake has never been injured in this year. He hasn't been injured this year. I know he had his knee thing last year, but this year he's never been injured. So it's like when we signed him, I didn't know that he was gonna not gonna be able to play back to back. I didn't know that.
AJ. Yeah. He never played back to backs in Detroit this year.
I didn't know. I didn't know that. I thought he was.
Yeah. Nope. So, okay. No, he never played back to backs. He was always sitting out because of him.
Okay, so as long as I know that, as long as it's been a thing, then if it's just a thing when he came to the Nets, then I would have been upset. I would have been like, oh, he'd start
with LaMarcus. But LaMarcus has an illness, so you can't really see it. You can't say anything about LaMarcus because it says he has an illness. And if that's actually true, then you can't just say we're just sitting him because we're just sitting him just because we're like, no, if he's sick, he's sick.
Yeah, I think the only time we sit players is just for load management. I think that's the only time.
It makes sense to sit KD, Blake Griffin after because they're both coming off serious injuries. And KD was coming off the ACL, and he also was coming off an injury that sat him out for 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind the load management. Yeah, like. I don't mind the low management, but with 18 games, these guys haven't really played together like that. So, like, I can understand to a certain degree, like, they need to have that chemistry on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Spurs started this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
the Spurs,
and it's been implemented in everybody.
Kawhi Leonard.
So it's like, cool.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard solely started it, like him by himself started.
They made a rule because of Kawhi Leonard. They made a rule
because of him.
If they call it load management, you get fined. So that's why they say injury management, just to make it sound a little, not like they're just
or they lie. They'll be like, stubbed finger. Like they do some shit like that line. That's the only time they lie.
Somebody said
stubbed his toe.
They'll put them fake 2K excuses like, Blake Griffin slipped on a soap or something.
Soreness.
Somebody said, unless it's Kyrie.
Back tightness.
So does that mean, should Stephen A. have a reason to be mad at Kyrie for not playing? Because that's what somebody said, unless it's Kyrie in the chat.
Kyrie? For Kyrie not playing, you should get mad at Kyrie, not the team. You should get mad at Kyrie, not the team, because Kyrie's choosing to sit out. We're not just sitting him out. He's choosing to sit out. Don't be mad at us.
Yeah.
If Kyrie needs to get one day and he's not getting paid for it, and then the next game he dropping 37 for us, I ain't tripping.
I think isn't he getting paid for it, or do they deduct the games?
No, he gets paid for it. It's guaranteed in the NBA.
Yeah, I think he gets paid for it.
They would have said something if they're taking the money from it, because that would be circulating all over the world that Kyrie's not getting. Kyrie is finally getting fined because he's sitting out, bro. Let's go out. That's what I've been waiting for.
Kyrie got vacation days in his contract.
I was just under the impression like if he chooses not to play, like he don't get paid for the
NBA is guaranteed, bro.
I don't think that's
the only leagues where you don't do that is NFL.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, NFL, you don't get paid I think if you sit out a game in NFL, you don't get paid. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure how baseball works, but I know in NFL you don't get paid if you sit out a game.
But yeah, Kyrie, like I already said it. I mean, the 2-week shit is like you shouldn't do that. But if he wants to sit out a game, bro, with his injury history, bro, I would like him to sit out like I would like him to sit out 1 every 8 games, to be honest. Like, it's been too many times the season start and that man does not make it to the end, bro. It's too many times.
And
20 games last year. He played 20 games.
20.
And he don't get enough credit, man. Like the way he's been balling this year, this man been going off. Like, man, this is like his best season.
Kyrie averages 22 in his whole career. He's been averaging 27 this year.
Yeah,
almost 28.
He been balling this year. He been showing up, man. Let him take a rest day if he needs to.
Let him rock. We're still winning. I mean, we're still winning. I mean, it is what it is. Again, if you want to say chemistry, that's fine. But like, it's not. We've seen with Harden. Harden got into chemistry really quick. We know how good KD is with chemistry. His first game, he drops 28.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the chemistry with KD, but you can say that. But like, I'm not worried about the chemistry with the big three. They're all amazing guys that don't like. It's not like they depend. Like, they need chemistry. Like, they got chemistry.
Yeah.
Somebody said the NBA is going to change the rules.
Playoff experience.
Durant could fit in any system. He takes 15 shots and he drops 30 on him.
Yeah, he can.
It's like, and then
his first game, he came back after sitting out for 2 months. He makes every shot he takes.
Yeah, like, and then what's his name? James Harden. He comes into the team and Kyrie takes a back seat. Hey, you play the point guard, and that's been working. So it's like people have been sacrificed a little bit, they each gonna have the ball in their hand, but I just want to see a little bit more chemistry because I think with that, going into the playoffs, they're gonna be A1. I don't think that nobody's gonna really beat them in 7 games.
We still really haven't seen an insane game from all 3 of them this year because they played 7 games and there wasn't like a game where they all dropped like they played like amazing, like the big 3 like absolutely dominated this game. I haven't really seen a game like that with them playing.
They had like one game where they all dropped 30, close to 30. Yeah.
I think it was around there, but like there wasn't like a game like that was just like circulating. That was just just crazy. Them just going off. Yeah.
Besides the Clippers game, that game was kind of crazy. That's the game where KD missed 3 shots. Kyrie dropped 37. KD dropped 28.
That was the game. That was the game where Harden, Tom Brady passed to Jeff Green. He waits for him. And Jeff Green. And
that's the only game though I can think of.
But you got to remember, like, Harden ain't going to drop 30, but he going to give you 15 assists. So it's like, he gives up his scoring for his playmaking. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So as long as, KD gets his 15 shots, drop 30, Kyrie, he gets his 30, and James Harden could get his 15 assists, I think we good.
Harden will give you, with the big 3, Harden will give you a good 24 to 27 points.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all we need. And his defense really stepped up, too. Like, people don't look at that.
Harden tries. Kyrie tries. KD tries. Like, that's all we need.
Somebody said the NBA is going to change the rules after this season. What are they going to do? Limit the personal days? No more personal.
They can't. They really can't.
You only get 8 personal days.
The NBA could make a rule, but that should be on the team. The team, like, it's hurting the team. It's not hurting the NBA.
Yeah,
bro. Because if what's it called? Like, if you say you're injured, I'm pretty sure it's like illegal for them to be like, now maybe they can be like, you have to show proof of injury from your doctor. But what if you can't get to a doctor right away? Mm-hmm. So I don't think. Like, I think that's gonna happen forever. Like, if somebody be like, "Hey, like I sprained my I'm feeling tightness in my," like, they can't really tell you that you're lying if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know it, but you know
if you feel tightness in your back, or you feel like you have a sore thumb, they can't really
I'm saying, but what about the personal days though? I'm talking about the personal days.
Yeah, that could change, but yeah.
I'm not talking Yeah, go ahead, Sing.
No, I'm just saying, if you've been noticing a lot of the reports too, unlike you used to see, I don't ever remember really seeing it that often. Now they're putting in their load management, injury management, almost like if they're on some sort of not completely off the injury list or something. And you never used to see that before, but but that's the thing, though. You think about, the personal reasons has been going on for as long as I can remember. Okay. And that's one thing with the league, that whether that's your out, instead of saying just sitting the guy because you don't want him to get hurt, you just say, oh, he's out for personal reasons, and nobody fucks with you. Because
it's just wording. That's all.
Yeah, it's just wording, and I'm sure there's a way around that.
Yeah. Somebody said the NBA gonna add 4 pointers after the season. Oh my goodness! It's to say whatever.
Fuck no.
It's to say whatever.
Bro, please don't. Oh my god, bro! I would hate. I don't think I could watch anymore, bro.
The 4 pointers.
The mid range would literally be dead.
Yeah,
that shit would be so.
Yo, Steph and Dame would love that though. You know, Steph and Dame would love that.
The only reason to add a 4-point would be beyond half court, but that still doesn't make sense.
Nah.
Curry would be the only one hitting those consistently.
Him and Dame,
yeah, hitting it like crazy.
That'd just be lame, bro. That'd be lame, bro. I'm sorry.
Somebody said NBA will add two quarters. Oh my goodness, it really is a say whatever thing. Somebody said the NBA will add 2 quarters.
Bro, AJ, I swear to God, I know the comments are going fast, but bro, out of every comment you find the bad comments.
Yo, it's the comment, man. I just say whatever. I told you, it's a say. You get to see anything, man. You see anything in the chat when it's a say whatever.
Say whatever. Expect the unexpected. Yeah. Expect the unexpected.
Ooh, who's better, Kyrie or AI?
Oh my God.
Kyrie. I love Kyrie, and factually, Kyrie is more skilled than AI. But I have to respect the goal, not the goal, but the accomplishment of getting that boo-boo ass Sixers team to the finals and taking a game. I have to bow down to it. I have to. I can't. That's the only reason, that. That's just the crazy. Nobody else besides maybe LeBron has done that in the past 20 years. Done that type of carrying from the regular season to the playoffs and to the finals against a top 5 team of all time. I have to give it to AI, bro. Just out of respect for the game, bro. But Kyrie more skilled.
Damn. AI, man.
Trash.
Mike, you said you said you would choose AI or Kyrie?
Nah, I'll pick Kyrie only because I feel like he just, his offense is just, I think, a little tad bit better. He can shoot.
It's better. It's better.
It's definitely better. So it's I think I'll pick Kyrie. But
AI is more athletic, but that's pretty much and his defense is a little bit.
Legacy plays a big part. Legacy plays a big part, and when you talk about players from now and from way back, and from 2000s, 1990s, because when you talk about LeBron and MJ, there's a lot of just accomplishment, talk. It's not really just based off how they play. It's just accomplishments. That's a big part.
I would take Kyrie, but bro, even how they play real similar. You feel me? And I like that. I love that play style, bro. I love shot creation, and I would take Kyrie. But who's better, bro? That just can't be ignored, bro. Even if you watch it,
AI is way more of a play. AI was way more of a playmaker than Kyrie is.
Yeah.
Nah, AI was a scorer though.
I just think that if you put AI in a system, when he was in Denver, he was
he would have won a championship. The fuck?
Yeah, he
young AI with a good team, he would have won a championship.
But yeah, I just think that Kyrie can fit better with certain scenarios. Yeah. AI was more of a, I need the ball. They both need the ball in their hands, but AI was just more of
AI was a shooting guard.
Score all the time. Yeah, I'm a
shooting guard.
AI was a scorer and a playmaker, but again, primarily a scorer. But he was AI was very ball dominant.
Shooting guard,
definitely.
He's goated. He's goated, man.
But yeah,
his hops was amazing though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but let's not sleep on Kyrie because he got some bunnies too. He got some.
AI is more athletic.
Yeah. That's
AJ, it's up to you if it's up to you if it's alright to get in this debate. But Kyver's name, up to you. You could say like, nah, we'll save that for something else. But Kyver's name.
Oh yeah, no,
Kyver's name is.
That's another deep combo right there, son.
You said what?
That's another deep combo. The Kyver's Dame. That's
Dame is like. See, the thing with Dame is like Kyrie is just freshly into his prime. He just turned 28, and now he has to share with two other MVP candidates. So it's like it's sad a little bit because we're not gonna get to see him like, you know, we're not gonna get to see his full shit because he's sharing the ball, you know. But I could respect somebody getting Dame, but if Kyrie was on his own team like right now in his prime, I think he would. I mean, last year, like when he was first on the Nets, he had 2 50-point games in 20 games, 2 50-pointers, and one of those he only missed 4 shots. It's like the highest efficiency 50-point game ever. He dropped 54, only missed 3 shots. You know, so it's crazy, but it doesn't matter. Like I respect both. Like, but I choose Kyrie.
Every time I hear Damian Lillard's name, I want to shed a tear, man. Jared Wallace. Really? We traded for our pick for Jared Wallace, man. Like, I can't believe that shit.
Damn, son.
Gerald freaking Wallace. Like, man, I'm so glad Billy King got up out of here, man, because that man was doing all types of crazy shit.
We could have had Tatum, too. Tatum and Brown. We could have had with those draft picks.
I like that Zeri was around when you. Yeah, dude. That was. We had cash. We had cash. We had picks. Mm-hmm. We had it all. And
what's crazy is
he gave it all away.
Yeah, and a lot of players rejuvenated their careers in New Jersey and Brooklyn. Like, you gotta think, Sean Livingston rejuvenated, ended up winning championships. Gerald Green ended up rejuvenating his career and ended up on the Pacers. So it's like, man, Billy King was horrible, man. I'm just grateful that he ain't around no more.
I will agree.
Oh yeah, we really did get rid of our pick for Jared Wallace. That's so crazy.
Yeah, like, why would you do that? Like, Billy King must have been on sniff that day because he was wild.
Only Billy King.
And Billy King we trust.
The only thing I don't agree with getting rid of, which I wish we would have kept, is I wish we would have kept Kenny Atkinson. I thought he was a great coach.
Oh, you like Kenny?
I love Kenny, dude. Yeah. Some people were talking trash at the end. But Kenny was a player development guy, and that's why we got where we were with our with our dudes. Yeah. And a lot of people shit on him, but he was the main reason why he was centered around player development. Yeah. And people were starting to bag on him. And it's like, what do you expect? Yeah. Like, we were losing. Like, you weren't going to do any better. But that guy was a key part in getting our young guys to where they were, and is what also attracted some of these guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the chemistry that he had was
y'all must not know the legacy of Kenny, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about Pryor, but I'm just But when he's with the team,
he developed Dinwiddie, he developed Harris, Jared Allen.
Oh no, I like Kenny. I'm just saying, like, honestly, Kenny might have been. Kenny's probably a better coach than Steve Nash is, if you really want to like. He is. Yeah.
But 10 times better.
He also would have been a coach though that wouldn't have put up with shit either. Though he would tell.
You think he would struggle with egos though? I don't know if he could. I don't know if he was. He's the coach to manage like. Well, it's funny because like, do the players would they respect Steve Nash more than they would respect Kenny Atkinson though? That's what I'm thinking.
The only reason why they respect Steve Nash is because Steve Nash ain't saying shit to him. Straight up, like, if I was a superstar and I felt like I was, because we all know that LeBron always coached his teams. It's like, in some ways, some of these newer superstars, they don't like being coached. Yeah. They hear some shit, but they want a guy that's That's why they're like, yeah, hire Tyronn Lue, hire.
Yes, man.
They want yes men coaches. Yeah, that's what most of the newer players today want. They don't want a pop up.
It's crazy because we really don't know. We really don't know how KD, Kyrie, and Harden like their coaches. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
we don't know that. We don't know how they would fit with Kenny Atkinson. Oh my God, Kenny Atkinson and not Andre, but DeAndre Jordan. Oh my goodness! Like when DeAndre Jordan was not trying in TLC right now.
Oh, their asses.
We don't even know like how they fit with Nash. To be honest, like we don't. I wish there was like footage of practice or something because we don't even know if they fuck with Nash.
Kenny was benching DJ. That's why DJ was getting tight because Kenny was benching him like right away. He was like, nah, he's not. He wasn't putting up with that DeAndre shit.
Patrick Ewing's knees. I'm telling you, man.
Kenny
wouldn't let that shit fly. And that's why I appreciated Kenny. Like, just because you got a name don't mean if you ain't producing, you ain't showing that effort, you ain't gonna play. Period.
Yeah, that is the big difference in today's NBA, though. I like the fact that some teams have kept some of the old school and they still get dudes to play, but you do see that.
Honestly,
if we had a chance. If we had a chance to get Popovich, I guarantee you that, like Kyrie and all them, they would respect the fuck. I think they would, because he just has that presence that just he don't even gotta say shit. Like he just has that reputation and that presence that just demands respect. Like he just has that.
That's one guy. They would be like, he would say some shit, and they'd be like, okay,
all right,
for sure,
no questions.
That's why I was a big fan of like hiring Mark Jackson. Because Mark Jackson was a likable guy.
I was definitely wanting Mark. I wanted Mark bad. I wanted either when the coaching job was up, I wanted Mark Jackson or I wanted Tibbs. I think there was one more guy I wanted, but Mark Jackson and Tibbs. I wanted one of those guys. But then
another guy I wanted that I thought would easily be better than Steve Nash would be Nate McMillan.
Oh yeah, I wanted Nate. Yeah, that's a third name, Nate too. Yeah, Nate.
Do you think Nash is going to be back next season?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yes. He'll be. I think he'll be here the entire time. The big three here.
I mean, I give Nash, some credit for improving throughout the season this far.
Yeah.
But we got to be real. This is not even his system. This is D'Antoni's system they playing in.
Like I said, the only way Nash gets fired is if he loses. Let's say he gets like 3-1 in the playoffs this year, and then next year he loses in the playoffs again. That third year, I think he would be done. Or by the end of the second year, I think he would be done.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think if we had a different coach than Nash and we didn't have like D'Antoni and Nash, I think we would have got Drummond over LA.
I could see that. It's sad, bro. Like, bro, when
if we would have had Jackson or Tibbs, bro, I could have seen us realistically. Like if they had a say in who they wanted, they would have probably went. Oh yeah, I want Drummond.
I think the LaMarcus Aldridge trade was more about the Sean Marks connection than anything, because that's the one part that most people don't realize is
they had a lot of connection. Yeah,
they knew each other very, very well, and they knew each other from San Antonio. They knew each other very well from San Antonio.
That's what I'm saying. And with Steve Nash, bro, it's like when I first seen that we got him, bro.
Oh my God!
Like maybe I was a little naive, bro, because it's Steve Nash. Top 5 floor general, playmaker, passer, all time, undisputed. Might never get touched.
He's one of the best point guards of all time. He's one
top
of the best point guards of all time
easily. Like for what a point guard is supposed to be, and for what it originated.
You could say he is the best white point guard of all time.
You could say that. You could say he's top 3 all colors. You feel me? You could say that. That would not be MVP. So I'm thinking like, bro, this man knows the game in a way that nobody else knows or experience. Like as the floor general, you feel me? So I'm just thinking like, okay, I know he's a new coach, but if anybody could be a new coach, it'd be this man. It'd be Steve Nash. And bro, he's just proving me wrong, bro. Like he has his games, but fuck, like he's weird, bro.
Now, when I got that alert on my phone, I was so tight. I'm like, Steve Nash is your new head coach. I was like, no, what? I didn't know how to feel. I had like mixed emotions. I was like, no, and then I was like,
when I seen that ESPN alert, thinking Mark Jackson was on board or Tyronn Lue, and I saw Steve Nash, I was like, oh nah, like.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean Marks.
I was like, nah, bro. I said nah. I was like, you can't. Like, I don't know. I mean, I was like, I was kind of like, maybe he has like, he was one of the greatest point guards of all time. I mean, he could be a really good coach. I mean, you're just thinking about the legacy, but it's like, oh my gosh, like he's a first year coach. Like he's trying to coach a championship team. Like, how will that really work?
Yeah, and I just, I kind of, I just give Sean Marks the benefit of the doubt. Because he doesn't make a lot of bad decisions. So when I seen him make this move, I kind of was like, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but, Steve Nash ain't really it, man. Like,
you brought it up too, though, and I think about it, though, it's like, that's a tough call because it's like, you do think about, not only is it his first year, but think about how much, as a head coach, he's had to deal with in his first year.
Yeah, that's
you start a season with KD, Kyrie, and you got a decent bench, and you're starting to put that together, and then all of a sudden, bam, the carpet's yanked. All of a sudden, you got Harden in there, and now you have a bunch of role players that are spread out across the board. You lose your defense. You lose a lot of position players that were needed. Then you lose Dinwiddie, and then you deal with KD. Then you're dealing with Kyrie and his vacations, and now Harden going out. It's like, would we do better? I don't know. Would somebody else do better? I don't know, but I do look at it that level too. It's like that dude's his head is already spinning on when to call a timeout, and now all of a sudden you're throwing that at him, and he's like, you could just see it, like, a lot of the time.
It's like, bro, it's the competency for me. It's like, bro, like, don't go small ball against this team, or like, no one to call a time. It be stuff like that really makes me mad now. And like more advanced shit, like, I'll let him slide. You feel me? Because like, 13 games in, we get James Harden, bro. Like that changes the whole thing, bro. This might have to be like the whole thing.
I still can't get over inbounds and switching. Like, oh my gosh, I still can't get over that. Like, it's not that hard to fix, bro.
That's not that hard to fix.
We continue to see the inbound problem, and stop switching. It's so bad.
That's simple stuff that it's like, bro, you know this, bro. You know this. Like, you know this, bro. You are one of the
three big things. Like the inbounds, the switching, calling a timeout, and the lineups. Like, again, like, it's good to experiment with things, but when he would do what he does is like, he figures out something that's working and then he switches it. Like, he doesn't keep to what's working. He always switches up something.
You could have gotten away with that a little bit with the old team, but when you made that trade and you gutted our D, and you gutted our role players, you don't have that no more.
No.
Oh, somebody said Spencer posted. What did he post?
He's posting him doing some kettlebell workout, and he says,
he's been on IG a lot.
Maybe if I post today, I can take tomorrow off.
He's been on IG a lot, yeah.
Like, he's doing workouts injured that I can't even do healthy. He's in amazing shape. If he does, that dude's going to be in some amazing shape. That's all I know.
I'm saying, bro,
he's been posting every day. He's been posting every day on IG for the past 3 days.
Yeah. You can tell he wants to get back.
Dude, every workout
he wants it, bro.
He doesn't even look. What's crazy is he doesn't even like, because one of the big things when I rehabbed my ACL, like you notice, like, when you're doing squats and different thing, and you could tell when something's weak, and there's like a shake in your leg. Like, this dude doesn't even look like he's injured. Like, I keep looking at his knees, looking for like any kind of like stutter or like just not like showing full strength. And this dude looks like he's getting ready for the season. It's insane.
Yeah, I just think that goes like, because he didn't fully tear his ACL. It was just a partial.
Still, no, I hear you though. Hey,
man, I done tore my ACL, and it's like, nah.
Yeah.
It ain't right. One leg skinnier than the other. It's like, you need a full rehab process. But I think for him, the way he works out, he stays in the gym. It's just an easier process for him.
Yeah. Let me wrap this up. Shout out everybody that's in here, y'all. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Who we got next? To Charlotte. We got Charlotte Hornets on Friday. Right? Yeah. Friday. Charlotte Hornets on Friday.
Mike Zeri, appreciate you for coming up, bro.
Yeah, Mike Zeri, man. Yo, shout out Mike Zeri. Big W caller right now.
Big W, and he's been donating, bro. I've been noticing that.
Appreciate all the super chats, Mike.
Big props too. We'll definitely have you back on soon, bro.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, no problem, y'all. Thank y'all for having me on.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
You too.
Hi, bro.
No problem, man. Anytime. Just again, Zeri, hit me up if you want to come back in. I'll make sure to let AJ know.
Yeah, TLC needs to go, by the way.
You heard it. That's the last words, yo. TLC need to go.
His 2K rating need to drop to like a 67.
The last words. The last words have been spoken. Mike Zeri has spoken.
All right, yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, bro.
All right, Mike.
Yep.
All right, bros. Yeah. Anybody? Whoever wants to say their last words first.
I gotta take my ass to bed, so I'll go first.
Yeah. All right, bro.
Brooklyn way with a little Jersey swag. I think tonight it was a good thing. I'm glad it turned out the way it did with the game, because it did. Since we haven't had full looks at teams fully healthy, it's hard to gauge how we are going to play. But seeing what our depleted bench with Kyrie partially in the game, it made me feel good going forth once we're really healthy. I think I'm not going to say we're going to run it and just wipe everybody out, but I feel there's no reason. If we're healthy, there's no reason we should not get to the finals, in my opinion.
Yeah, no reason.
There's no reason. As long as everybody's healthy, there is absolutely no reason. So it's pretty much in their hands. But y'all have a good night.
All right, bro. Appreciate you,
Uncle Snake.
Late, y'all.
Yes, sir. Later, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Nets Nation.
Good shit, y'all. Shout out to Kyrie, 37 and 10. Shout out to the bench. Some of them wasn't as consistent going through. Jeff was on point. Shamet was on point, but shout out for going in at the end. You feel me? Kyrie would have had 50 if he played the fourth. And what's that word? What's that word? Protest 2K and tell them to give Kyrie a 98 mid-range, because he's number one in mid-range percentage, and he has a 90 right now, and that shit is disrespectful. And I'm not fucking playing 2K until they move his shit up. And that's pretty much it, y'all. And come back when what's it called, when we play on when you play the Hornets, right?
Yeah, Hornets.
Yeah, we're gonna be back. Like the stream up.
Everybody's DM Ronnie 2K right now and say that Kyrie's mid range is too low, man.
And be disrespectful. Like, I don't like him. Be disrespectful. Talk. Be disrespectful. Be toxic. All of that. Dead serious.
Yo, I'm weak, son.
All right, Ray.
All right. I no longer fear the Sixers, like Mike Woody said. I no longer fear the Sixers. Sure. And Andre Drummond is not a top 20 center. And that's it.
Harden's not top 20, by the way.
I forgot to say that. Here we go. Yo, you gotta love these last words, man. You gotta love these last words. All right, my guys.
All right, we gonna be back. We gonna be back, y'all. We gonna be back.
All right, bro.
We gonna be back soon.
All right. Yeah, Nets Nation. Again, another thank you guys for supporting. Again, Nets World. Appreciate you guys for always being in the chat, always tuning in. All my day ones, all the Nets International people who rock with me in the other countries. Again, appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button so people can see the stream. I know people actually watch the stream back, which is nice. I got a couple DMs that people actually watch the stream back, which is crazy. But again, I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. Again, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. And if you want to get on and call in, make a Discord, join my server, and DM Rage at Nets Network _ and then you'll just ask to be on the show, and he'll put you on the list. Again, shout out everybody in here. Shout out Khalil. He said we want Kyrie to be the best he can be. Yep. Isaac, my guy Isaac. My last words is fire TLC, and I love KD, Kyrie, Harden. Good night, AJ. Yep. Good night, Isaac. Appreciate you for coming in, Isaac. The Real Royal said the whole 76ers is disrespectful. Yeah, but it's all good. Like I said, this was a demoralizing win for the Sixers. I mean, they shouldn't be happy about this win. They almost lost to our bench, so they shouldn't be happy about this win. You know what I mean? Shout out Katakuri Lee. Remember the Nets are 9-10 before Harden. Okay. Cheers. Yeah, KJ Gills, Mohammed, my guy. Oh, Just Nisha. Appreciate you. Night. Yep. John Pierce. Yeah, thanks again. Firestorm for life. Good night. My day one. King Tom. Appreciate you. Again, Mike Zare. Oh, TLC equals Patrick Ewing sneeze. Yo, Mike Zare. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. GG. Yeah, appreciate you, GG. Again, yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, so people can see the stream. Make a Discord, join the Nets server. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's literally chaos. It's funny how the Nets server is chaos. Everybody is just posting. It's Nets talk the whole day, 24/7 Nets talk. Just make a Discord, join the server, and again, you guys will just be in the Nets Nation server. You know? Okay, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. On to the Charlotte, on to the Hornets. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. Talk to y'all later. Actually, before I go, what is y'all like? What's some videos? Do you guys want videos? What videos should I post? What topics? I need more like. I think I was gonna do an inbounding thing, but I don't know if I should do that. I'm trying to think of topics to post, some content. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see. What videos y'all want to see? Let me know in the chat before I go. Let me know in the chat. Somebody said Reggie Perry. Somebody says it's gonna feel so good when we sweep the Sixers. Yeah, it is gonna feel so good, man. Embarrassing win for the Sixers. Embarrassing, definitely embarrassing. Somebody could barely keep up with like I said, the Sixers are. I'm not worried about them at all, man. I'm not worried about them at all. I might be more worried about the Bucks than I am the Sixers. Somebody said previews. Okay, Firestorm for like previews. Okay. Weaknesses for teams in the playoffs. Okay. Might do little weaknesses for teams in the playoffs. Okay. I might do I think I might do previews again because usually I thought people don't really like those previews. That's why I kind of stopped doing them. But maybe I'll do the previews again. But thanks, y'all. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate Nets Nation. Oh, shout out Lenny. Yeah, we just need this to get healthy and stay healthy. Okay, y'all. Have a good night. Be easy. Stay safe. Brooklyn.